That stuff ever rub you the wrong way when you see fighters, like, not really creating a name for themselves because you're out here promoting, right, campaigning, putting in all this effort.
All this work.
You have that ever annoy you that other fighters don't do that? They just solely
It
rely
do.
on the UFC to push their name?
Right, but the UFC ain't even pushing it.
Well, that's the thing.
I can't name not one person we finna watch tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know who fighting. I really don't. I
It's
just
the
know
Brandon
that.
Royval versus Manel Kape fight.
That's cool. I ain't know that. I
Yeah.
just know for sure because it's Saturday, it's a fight going on. Right? That's what the UFC has done a great job. Saturday, there's a fight going on. Right? Every Saturday, get ready, it's some bouts on. So with fighters not being able to really promote themselves as they should, I feel like you're not hurting the UFC, but you're hurting yourself and you're doing yourself a disservice because at the end of the day, they just need us for one thing, and that's to show up and fight, right? But for us, if we want to be able to negotiate, if we want to be able to make better money, if we want to have a fight, have a life after fight, the social media game is definitely there for us. And it's nothing that you have to do that is crazy. All you got to do is show who you are in real life, in real time on camera, right? And brand yourself. And to be honest with you, it's another job. It's another discipline that you have to do, right? It took a minute for me. Like I have a great gift on being on camera, but at the same time, I realized, I said, bro, this is a job in itself, right? So I had to create days where I had to make content days, you know? And like, this is what I'm going to shoot. This is what I'm shooting about. What is the purpose of me shooting this, right? Like, is this going to help me lead into another fight? Is this me trying to sell some merch? Like, what is this going to do for me, right? But a lot of fighters, like I said before, they don't know the power of social media right now, right? And social media has helped me get fights. It's not me working hard and being in the gym 24/7. It's me, what they say, running my mouth on social media. That's how I got my fights, right? So why would I stop that? And then a lot of guys, they complain, oh man, I'm trying to get more fights. How are you trying to get more fights? How? Who are you trying to fight? Who's the next guy? Because after every time a person wins, they don't say nothing. They don't call out their shot. They don't call out the next person. Oh, I'm gonna just let the UFC decide. It doesn't matter who I fight. I'm down to fight anybody. And they thinking they sound tough when they say that. No, pick a stylistic fight that you feel like you will whoop that dude ass, and you tell him, right? Whoever that might be. Like, it's not that hard, but a lot of guys, I feel like, haven't been taught that either though. So I gotta give the fighters a break too, because ain't nobody teach me that either. I had to just learn it, but I think it's common sense, but at the same time, common sense ain't so common.
Kinda. Yeah, I mean, it's super common sense to me too, but that's because it's my job to kinda do that. I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of them, they don't understand it. I think, yeah, it's gotta be that or they have fear of backlash,
What backlash?
like getting called on their words if they
When
lose to the guy they called out.
you step out into the octagon, everybody ain't undefeated, right? Majority of people that's in the octagon is not undefeated, and a good amount of y'all probably ain't got knocked out before. You took a lot of good backlash, right? So they gonna hate you regardless. They not gonna like you if you lose anyway, right? Because you messed up their money. So my thing is, don't focus on what people say or what people got to do with when it comes to the fans. You focus on getting yourself paid because we got a short window of opportunity to be able to be in an incredible sport like this. Don't waste it trying to not be humble. It's not be humble. Like, don't waste it trying to be small, right? Like, these guys, they don't want to believe in themselves. Truthfully, they don't. A lot of guys that's in the UFC don't believe they can be a world champion. And that's the truth. So with that being said, as a fighter, you should have more belief in yourself. And with that belief, don't be scared to say it and confess it to the world and manifest it, you know? And that's probably what the real reason is. A lot of these people will show that they're not really confident within themselves if they really kind of portray who they are on social media.
I see. Okay. Because also I know you like Volk as well, but that whole thing with how he's getting that Diego Lopez rematch, you think that like Lerone missed that because he doesn't know how to promote himself? Like he done everything, right? He undefeated, spinning
Oh
back
no.
elbow.
Let me fuck you. Live time. I don't know if I follow Ron Murphy.
Okay.
I don't think I follow. And where Lerone Murphy from again?
from London.
Okay. Murphy.
But like just to even give like some free game, like I listened to his interview with Ariel after he got kind of like snubbed for that. And Ariel's like, "Well, would you like to fight on that same card as Volk versus Lopez to kind of
Uh-huh.
set yourself up for a call out if you win?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "Not really." And I'm just like, "Damn, bro, you still don't get it."
Mm.
You know,
So,
because the UFC will why do you think Ian Gary fought the week after UFC 322?
right,
Because
right,
he was put in a position to call out Islam with a win,
right.
you know? But some guys just don't see that, I guess.
He undefeated too.
Undefeated, like 7-0-1,
Yeah. Crazy elbow knockout.
probably knockout of the year contender, right? At least
Right.
contender.
Yeah, 100%. And he called it the spinneroni, you know. I'm looking at his page. Actions speak louder than words, you know. Okay, that's one thing. Yeah, it's just a lot of training photos. It looked like he called a shot on her. Two sides of the coin, rose petals come with thorns, violence pending, ready to go against anybody, right? But
They're
put
more
that
of these subliminal messages instead of like
right,
boom in your face.
right. Yeah, fuck to anybody, call your shot,
Yeah.
right? When it comes to a person like Lerone Murphy, like it's easy for him now because he's undefeated. That's what I would use, right? Him being 17-0, him having a knockout of the year, being the knockout of the year candidate, you know what I'm saying, for 2025. I feel like, that in itself, like while we trying to replay this fight that we had with Diego Lopez and Volk, right? You have a new contender within myself who hasn't even taken the L. If that's the case, don't reward this kid with another title shot, in my eyes, right? Reward him to me and let me show you guys what I can do to Lopez, right? Because I think he did say one thing that I did see. He's like, I'm willing to move up because the division's just not moving, right? And it's not that the division not moving, you ain't making no moves. And my thing is too, it's like a lot of people will be like, well, it's not in my character to call people out, right? Or make fun of people. You don't have to do any of that. Just tell people how great you are and they already be mad. I know Lerone Murphy believe in himself because he wouldn't get this far being 17 and 0 and going out there starching guys. Just literally just tell people how great you are and they gonna get mad. And then that right there is gonna put you in a position, be like, hey, let's find out if you're really that good or not. Right? Because even the UFC like to test our mentality, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's me, right?
Okay. So you're saying they don't gotta talk shit even.
You just say
Just
what you
brag,
feel
pop your
comfortable.
shit, right? Pop your shit. Don't talk shit on someone, pop your own shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And if somebody catches straight, they catch it straight, but you're confident in yourself, right? Yeah. All right. Free game from Buck then.
Free game, bro. Free game. I'm
Okay.
gonna come up with a whole book for y'all in the future. Hmm.
No, a lot of guys don't get it, but that's okay. I mean, I think they're just so locked in on fighting sometimes that they don't watch as much TV as, I mean, at least I do. I don't know about you, as far as the UFC production. So I see these things from a mile away. Like just speaking on Lerone, he fought um Josh Emmett the week before Volk fought Lopez the first time, right? And Lerone headlined the week before, just like Ian Gary and Bilal type shit, right? But when Lerone won, Octagon interview, they asked him to put a name on it. I'll fight anyone. It's like, bro, you don't even know that Volk's fighting next weekend. Call out the
So,
winner of that shit.
so,
But
so it's like this though, right? And yet again, this is another free game. Prepare for your post-fight interview, just like you prepare for your fight.
right, right,
Ain't gotta be nothing fake. Ain't gotta be nothing fake. My man Todd Miner, shout out to him. I'm gonna give him because he gave me this game. Think about 3 topic points that you want to hit. And hit them things when you out there and you on that mic. Whether that's a call out for a fight, whether that's a potential big name sponsor movie deal, right? Whatever, like whether that's even just announcing something to the fans, because you never fought and whatever wherever area that you at, right? So you just want to show them love. So one of the things that I did that was in my fight with Kobe, it was 3 talking points that I wanted to hit. I wanted to talk about faith, I wanted to talk about family, and I wanted to involve the fans. I didn't have a script. I just wanted to hit those 3 things. That makes sense? And as long as I hit those 3 things, I felt like that everything that did on that mic was worth it. because a lot of guys don't realize we don't get paid like that anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? We ain't making $10 million, $15 million. Ooh, that'd be nice. Ooh, Lord, that'd be nice as hell. But we do win the opportunity. Like once you do get a win in the UFC, that mic is worth more than money because you got 60 seconds to tell the world however you feel. And a lot of people ain't got that type of platform, right? The president of the United States ain't got that type of platform. Dead ass, dead serious. And now that we on Paramount, you know what I'm saying? It's even more massive, right? So with that being said, you have to be very strategic, not only in the octagon, but when you get that mic.
Right.
Now
I
that's
think a
a
lot
real
of
game.
guys,
Now that's a real game for your ass.
right, because a lot of guys, I think that octagon interview like an afterthought. Like it wasn't even
Uh,
really considered till they find themselves in that moment, which is kind of crazy to me, but I think it's kind of normal for a lot of guys.
and it's sad because did you not plan on winning?
Yeah. But then again, that's why I say they rely so much on the UFC to promote them that they fail to realize when they got to promote themselves. Not even that they didn't think they were going to win, right? It's just they think that the UFC is going to just keep promoting them, and they don't do that. We already talked about that. They're not promoting people right now.
It's not well. I'm not gonna say it's not their job. Then they're gonna get at me. Their job is to put on great fights. That's it. As long as people getting spent around, you know what I'm saying? Uh, they did their job. At the end of the day, if you want to be a bigger name or you want to be a household name, that's on you. And that, you don't only do that via in the octagon. You do that outside of the octagon. You do that with interviews. You do that with content. You do that with what's another way you do that? Well, shoot, if you got branding deals, right? Where the regular folks or regular eye can see you outside of just the octagon, because you got still people that don't watch the UFC like that, but they still knew who Conor McGregor was, right? They still knew who Chuck Liddell was,
Do
because
you
they
think guys get
recognized
it twisted? I don't want to cut you off. You want to finish that? Okay. Do you think guys get it twisted when like they get like a bump in a following after a win or something? Because I know you guys be getting like 20K followers after a win and shit like that. Maybe they think like, oh, I'm
some
big
people,
now.
some, oh hell no. Some people don't like even when off win. I see some guys they still don't even get 1,000 followers on their shit.
Damn.
Crazy.
How many you got before? What's the most you ever got? You ever look into that?
Oh, obviously after that kick, bro. I literally got 100,000 off of that kick, bro. It
Damn,
was
that's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, I say after every fight, I say about 25,000, 30,000, easy. After
Okay. But then
every,
you gotta take that, right? And you gotta push out more content to fucking feed those new followers. I think a lot of guys are just content with like, boom, I got a boost in the following. But pivot off of that.
like I said, it's a job. It's
It's a
literally
job.
itself, and if you don't have a system behind doing it, it's gonna feel very random, right? When you post and when you start to do it, and once you start to get like a good edge on it, it's just like, okay, what's the purpose behind me posting all this stuff now, right? I got a purpose behind all the stuff that I'm doing, and like people don't even realize I got game after this fighting stuff, But the thing is though, it's with consistency and me doing it and getting better as a content creator myself, right? It's like once I get done fighting, I got something else to fall back on, which is gonna be